Hi, I'm Nathan Haynes. Welcome to our apartment in lovely downtown Manhattan, New York City. I live here with my wife Suzanne and my daughter Maddie, who is manning the camera today. Maddie, you want to say hi?
Hey!
And we live here in downtown Manhattan for a few years now. It's a great neighborhood. And one misconception that people have about Manhattanites is that we don't cook. We just do takeout. Well, the thing is we have access to the same ingredients that all the great restaurants in the city have. We've got the green markets, we've got the fishmongers, we've got Pat LaFrida and the meats. So we as a family like to take advantage of that. And when we can, put out a good meal. Now it's a busy life down here, like all people in New York City, so it's not every night. But one of our favorite things is to come home maybe on a late Friday or a Saturday and cook up a nice meal for ourselves. Now, when my wife was in college, when I met her, when we were in law school rather, she was eating cereal for dinner. Cereal for dinner. And that just was not going to work for me, and she's a foodie too, so it wasn't really going to work for her either. So that's when I started really thinking more seriously about cooking, and I ended up being the family chef, we'll say. And I also started a little food blog called GothamHometable.com, where we talk about home cooking in Manhattan. And we look forward to showing you more of what we do down here, and I hope you enjoy what we're going to make for you today. So when I first met my wife, we had a vicious game of ping pong, and I frankly forget who won, but I remember by the end of it both of us were pretty fired up, and that's when I knew that both she and I were very competitive people. And my daughter has a little bit of that competitive streak as well. And to be competitive in New York City is really a good thing, because whatever it is that you think you're doing here, there's probably 10 or 15 other people doing it better than you. So it's an environment that really kind of pushes you to excel. As far as why I'm successful in the kitchen is because I'm organized, I'm creative, and I'm technically proficient. Organization is really the main key to success in the kitchen. You can't just throw a bunch of stuff together. You need to have everything in its place, and you got to understand that there's some foods that you can prepare now and they'll be fine later, and there's some foods you got to prepare at the last second. And to time that all together and choreograph it so you get it right on the mark is the skill that you're looking for. As far as being creative, one of the things that we like to do is go to a nice restaurant in the city, and if one of us has a dish that we really like, we'll all talk about, what do we think's in it? How do we think they did that? And then we'll come home and we'll try to knock it off. And this dish is as a result of one of those moments. And as far as being technically proficient, I think that really just comes with a lot of practice and a lot of time. And I've been doing this now long enough that I feel pretty comfortable with my knife skills, I feel pretty comfortable with my timing skills, and I do very much enjoy making it happen in the kitchen. One of the other things that we love to do as a family are dinner parties. Big dinner parties. Love them.
No one saw that.
Not just any dinner parties. We like to have themes to ours. So we've done things like Foods on Fire, where everything we served was on fire intentionally at some point during the process, and that was a lot of fun. We did a New York to Boston dinner, which was for some friends of ours who are moving from the city to Boston. So we did strip steaks, and lobster tails, and that was fun. The last party we did was appetizers and karaoke. We didn't do the karaoke here, we did it at Binney over on Canal and Thompson, which is like our favorite place. But appetizers, it turns out, for a dinner party is actually quite challenging because it's like a lot of little stuff that you got to put together. So it's not like you got one big kind of protein or main course to rely on. But we do enjoy having our friends over for dinner parties. But I think my favorite thing has got to be the holidays. I remember when I was younger and when my dad was alive, we would cook Thanksgiving dinner, the two of us, for like 40 people, and it was fantastic. It was a little crazy. We had all sorts of different dishes. We had turnips, we had parsnip carrot mash, we, of course, the obligatory turkey, and we had like three different kinds of mashed potatoes. There was with, and there was without. And I think my favorite was the with, which is I think with sour cream and...
My favorite was the without.
The without? Yeah, you liked the without. But that had like sour cream and white pepper and garlic powder, and that was fantastic. The with, I think, was where you had to add horseradish at the end. But, all right, come over and see this, and I want you to stand back up. All right, cilantro. You can come a little closer. You ready? So as far as winning and competing in this competition, I'm excited for the potential opportunity to go head-to-head with other home cooks who have a passion for putting out good food like I do. As far as the money would also be good. It would be good. So actually, I have to grab one thing. I'm just going to wipe the spoon off.
This looks good, Daddy.
I'm back. So thanks very much, everybody, for taking the time to see us here down in Manhattan. And I hope that you have enjoyed hearing me talk about myself a lot, which I don't really like to do, but that's okay. And now I will tell you what it is that we've been doing here, which is essentially Mexican sushi. Maddie's been eating a lot of these chips already, but we have some left. Here's our crispy fried cilantro. Let's get a little sriracha going. All right, moment of truth, people. All right, that's a wrap. Okay, family, let's eat this thing.